Hello, Ukes and Ukettes. Welcome back to UPHi's YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about second position chords. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned. Let's first answer the question, what are second position chords? Your second position chords are going to sound higher in pitch. They're going to be played higher on your fretboard, and they're going to hold a different shape with your fingers than they would as the first position or the standard position of that specific chord. Today in this video, we're going to go over 8 chords that will be commonly used as second position. What are the benefits of second position chords? Playing second position chords in your songs will bring another dynamic to your song in its full sound. What that means is if you're playing with someone and they're playing in first position, you can play the second position chords that will be taught in this lesson to complement those first position chords and just make the sound fuller. Without further ado, let's go over our first chord. Our first chord is the chord C. That would be your first position, holding it regular like a C chord is held. In second position, we are going to use the A chord shape. Now the A chord shape starts here at the first and second fret on your top strings. What we're going to do is we're going to move it, switch our fingers, and use this as an imaginary bar or imaginary nut on our first fret. That's going to look like the B flat shape. But remember, the B flat shape comes from the A shape. So from the B flat, we're going to move up to our third fret, B, and then C. So this is our second position C chord. So if you're going to hold it, you're going to hold your third finger on the top string, the fourth string on the fifth fret, your second finger or your middle finger on the third string, fourth fret, and your first finger is going to bar the bottom 2 strings on your third fret. Easy enough, correct? Just a disclaimer, all these chords are going to be in a position that you play other chords in. Take, for instance, the C. The C derivative from A or B flat. You might be more common with holding a B flat in that chord position. All of these chords will be derivative from a chord shape that you already know how to play. Let's go on to the next chord. Our next chord shape is A minor. We are going to take the chord shape G minor. All of these first position chord positions are part of our high 20s. So if you're not sure of exactly what the high 20s are, click on this right here or the description below. We'll put the link, and that's the highest most played, 20 of the highest most played chords in Hawaiian music. So make sure you guys go check that out and memorize all 20 of them. But these are second positions of some of those chords. So from G minor, we're moving it over 2 frets. 1, 2. And there is our A minor in our second position. So what that is our first finger on our first string, third fret, second finger on our fourth fret, third string, and our third finger on our second string, fifth fret. And that's our A minor. Great, let's move along. Next second chord position is our F. You might not want to play this chord position because it's just like E and it's derived from the chord D, but it's played over all the way on our 5th fret. So you know how D is played here on the 2nd fret. We're going to, and E is played here on the 2nd and 4th fret. We're going to move that E chord shape up 1 more fret. So your first finger is going to start on your 3rd fret, and the other 3 strings that you'll be playing are on the top of your 5th fret. That is your second position F. Moving on to our 4th chord, and our second position is G7. This position is coming from the chord E7. So E7 is here on our 1st and 2nd fret. If we move it up 1 fret, hold the F chord shape, add our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and add our pinky on the 3rd fret, bottom string. That is our F7, right? Derived from the chord E7. Just moved up 1 fret. Now we're going to take that chord shape and move it up 2 more frets to our G7. 1, 2, and there is G7. Now we have our first four chords, C, A minor, F, and G7 in our second position. What we're going to do is we're going to play that chord progression, which is the 50s chord progression, a 1, 6, 4, 5. If you guys want to learn more on that, make sure to subscribe and go back and check out other videos that we've had about chord progressions and the other lessons on that. But in this lesson, we're just going to play those four chords, the 1, 6, 4, 5, the C, A minor, F, and G7 in quick timing, but not too hard and not too fast, and play it in second position. You ready? Ukulele's up. 1, 2, ready, go. A minor, F, and G7. One more time. C, A minor, F, and G7. Great job. All right, these next four chords are gonna get a little bit more difficult because we are barring them. We're using a lot of our first finger to bar the chords to make up the chord shape for our second position. Starting with D minor. This is derived from the A minor chord, which is 2nd fret top string, right? That's our A minor. Then we know that if we barred our 2nd fret and played the 4th fret on their top string, that's B minor. Move it over, C minor, but move it 2 more times to get to that D minor. So therefore, we're going to be barring our 5th fret and adding our 3rd finger on the 7th fret to make up that D minor sound. Woo! Sounds really good up there in that high frets. As a matter of fact, it sounds really good on this jazz hat ukulele. If you don't know what jazz hat ukuleles are, go ahead and check it out as jazzhatsmusic.com. Brother Jack out in Southern California makes amazing ukuleles just like this. All right, let's get on to our 6th second position chord. We are doing one of my favorite chords in second position, and this is the C7. This comes from A7, which is your first finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. But we are going to bar the 3rd fret and use our 2nd finger on that 3rd string on our 4th fret. So make that C7 sound all the way up there. Love that one. All right, and on to D chord. The D chord is super easy. It derives right from the C chord, and it's just barring the 2nd and adding your pinky or your 3rd finger, whatever you can reach with, on your 5th fret. So you're gonna bar the 2nd fret and add your pinky on the 5th fret. Second position, D. All right, and our last chord of our 8 that are second positions is the chord A. This is deriving from our F chord, but kinda looks like our G chord, and it's moved up to our 4th and 5th fret. But you want to make sure you add your pinky to the top string on your 6th fret to make that C sharp note up there. If you don't do that, the note of the G chord is gonna make your A sound more like an A7 chord, and that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for an A chord. If you have a hard time holding it this way, like a G, add your pinky. What you can do, you can bar their 4th fret, add your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and add your 3rd finger on the top string over on that 6th fret. Same thing, it does the job. It's whatever is comfortable and ease of play for you. Now, with those chords learned, let's go ahead and play a chord progression in the key of F. So we're gonna play F, D minor, B flat, and C7. And let's give it a doo-wop strum. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Great job, Uke and Ukettes out there in YouTube land. I knew you could do this. It's a fun second position, and there's many more second positions. Just remember, think of a chord that it derives from. Bar it and just move it up and down the scale and add and find your second and even third positions on any chord that you already know, and even chords in our high 20. I hope you enjoyed this video and learning along with me just as much as I enjoy teaching it. Please go ahead and take a look around the channel. If you're not already subscribing, I recommend you do so, because we have fun tutorials, play-alongs, tips, and tricks, and yes, ukulele vlogs too, dropping every Saturday to see what's behind the scenes of Ukulele Project Hawaii. And also, if you're ever traveling down here to Hawaii, what we have in store if you're an ukulele player, maker, or just an ukulele enthusiast in general. Don't forget to strum on that like button. Leave a comment below on what's your favorite second position chord, and we'll see you next time. Aloha, mahalo, and God bless.